Now it's 1 a.m. on the GMT plus 8 time on the Singapore time, and also 1 p.m. on the afternoon in US. So now let us see on the Bitcoin chart below. So as you can see below for the Bitcoin chart on the 1 day, so it is clearly see that the chart is currently moving downward or sideways exactly according to our analysis for the last previous video. So let us see for the Ethereum chart, for the Bitcoin chart below. Maybe you can see on the Ethereum. So it's almost similar. So we see Bitcoin first. So as you can see for the Bitcoin chart, we can clearly see that the charts go for the upward, moving for the above around 2165, 21.6k, and now during that we can see on the 1 hour chart, the price go to even drop to the 220.4k, which is above the last time support. Okay, so let us see for the 1 day chart below. So let us go to the BBI. Okay, so as you can see that for the 1 day BBI, the chart might be maybe go downward a bit or even more sideways for the around 20k something to touch the BBI chart, the BBI indicator. So we can go to the 12 hour. Okay, the support exactly touched there, the drop down. So for the 6 hour, okay, 6 hour also touch. So 1 hour, okay, 1 hour is below there. So currently we can clearly see that the price is moving on the good direction, which is on moving downward slightly. So that's very good for us. In order to like take some, for others to add some back before the next boom. So for the 1 week, we can see that the BBI already moved outward. So the price already stand above the BBI. So which means it's a great indicator. Maybe it should drop that down around 19k. So this is the best time for us to buy the back before for the next pump. Okay, so let us see on the TD. Okay, so when we see on the TD here, you can clearly see that after the 13, it already got a 1 pump, so the 30 is not valid. But now we can already see that it's another one, so it's currently at a 1 time. So when we go to the 12 hour, okay, 30 also same, 6 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour. So you can clearly see there is a 9 here. So this 9 is probably on the highest. So but this is not here. So it is the okay. So we can go here. You see MACD. Okay. So for the 1 hour chart on the TD, so we cannot see anything for the 15-minute. Okay. So we can see that clearly on the 15-minute chart. So 30 here. So it's moved forward. So this 30 is valid. Okay, so we can see that currently is moved downward a bit. So for the shorter time frame, so let's go to the moving average. So when we see on the moving average here, we can clearly see that when the price go upward, so they touch the support here for the all line or above the line. So the moving average currently all become flattened. So for the 1 hour, 120 day, 90 day, 60 day. Or for the midterm also flattened, so which is a very good indicator because we can see that for the last past hour, so we can clearly see that there's no so here you're slightly flattened out, so we become a slightly bear bull market here around 20 to 30% here. So we can see that currently also the same, but this time maybe some different because it already smooth sideways for more than a half year time. So currently I think that it will be a very bullish signal because we currently will test here. So we can go to the 2-day chart. Same or flatten 3-day. Currently 3-day chart we already approached the 90-day resistance. So we might drop down back around 90k and maybe it will straight away go down again because the chart already flattened a bit. So we can clearly see that currently all the indicator for moving average already flattened out. Okay, so when we see for the 1 week chart, 1 week chart is a very beautiful chart as you can see below. The 1 week chart for the last week, 1 green candle above all of the resistance breakthrough and also break through all of the moving average line. Now it will approach around 30 day maybe the 60-day will approach in the next few weeks. So it will maybe touch there around 25k, something like this. So great. So we can see for the EMA. Currently EMA also the same for the 1 day, all move upward, good indicator. Maybe we will slightly moving down to touch the support there. 2 day also same. 1 week. Okay, 1 week also same. So we can see that the red line, the 20, and also the blue line, the 10. So when it go above the 10 and 20, and when we able to stand above the 10 and 20 EMA for about 1 chart and 1 week, so it's a very good indicator, which means that it will bring back the momentum to the bullish momentum. So let's see for the smaller time frame for about 12 hours. Okay, move all upward. So we will see around some small correction around here. So it should good here. 6 hour also same. 4 hour also exactly the same. So we can go with the Bollinger Band. So when we see for the Bollinger Band, we can see that for the 1 day chart, currently is already moved a lot of upward there. So it might be slightly move sideways or even move down a bit around 20 to 19k to touch the middle line for the Bollinger Band. Currently for the 1 day chart, the Bollinger Band middle line is around 18,000, but I don't think it will go around 18,000 there, but we might see in the future. For the 2 day chart, the middle line of the Bollinger Band is around 70.6k. For the 3 day chart, 3 day chart is a bit exaggerated, so 70.4k also. For the 1 week chart, okay, 1 week is the most interesting chart. So we can clearly see that for the 1 week chart, the chart is a very bullish. It's now approached the middle line of about 18.5k. Now it's a 20.7k, so it might sideways a bit or even go back to about 20 to 90k and touch back the middle line. So it will continue. For me, I think that there are more than 80% chances that Bitcoin will continue to go upward in the near future. So it's a very bullish. So for me, I will continue to add some back for the Ethereum, Bitcoin, maybe some small coin through the index of a Binance. So maybe other way you can add through. So for me, it's very bullish here. For the smaller time frame, 12 hour, same. Might approach the middle. For the 6 hour, 6 hour already approached the middle line here. So it's might around move sideways a bit. 4 hour same. 1 hour. So 1 hour is currently is a bit oversell, but I think it's normal because the time frame is too small. And also for the last time, the price is dumped too hard also. The price pumped for around 70k to more than 20k, around 25% last time. Okay, so let us go to the MACD here. Okay, so we can see for the MACD, for the 1 day, currently the MACD here a bit flattened out, a bit moved that way, but it's a good, as long as it's more than the 0 line above, for me, it's considered a good indicator. For the 2 day chart, currently already approached the middle line or the 2-0 line here. Very good signal. Indicate that currently the bull is taking over the bear. 3 day chart also might need some time for the 3 day chart to take over the 0 line here. Because for the last time, you can see that this 48,000 here, you can see that the yellow line not able to go above the 0 and drop back. So we might see this time, if you're able to hold above 90k to 20k and stay above there, this might be the best time for the opportunity for us to buy at the lowest price possible. So let us go back here. So we can see that on the last time, we can go to the log here. So for the last time, we can see that whenever the price they moved downward for so many times, for a long time ago, when you're able to go above the 0 line here, maybe around 8,000 here, this is the best time to buy. So we'll stay. So however, it will able to stay flattened for about 2 months, but eventually it will go out also. So let us see, go below here. Okay, 2017, 2018. So we can see here. Okay, so this is exactly what we are approaching now. Okay, so you can see near clearly here, we can show that for here there's about one pump exactly like us in the last week. There's one pump here around 30 to 20%. Go some retracement here, go above the zero line for the 3-day chart. After that, stay above there. Maybe here you can see there's some less momentum, but it doesn't matter as long as it's able to maintain the price around 4,500 here. It will eventually go up and become a small bull for about 100%. So this time I also foreseen that, but I don't think it will able to move 100%. That's more for this time because this is considered some echo bubble. But I think that it will most likely to maybe pump back to around 30k for this time. So that's interesting. Let us go back to the 1 week chart. So for the 1 week chart, maybe 1 week chart we need some time. Maybe we can stay for here maybe around 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe the next 2 months if the price continue to move sideways here and the MACD able to approach the zero line. This is very bullish signal for us because we can clearly see that for the last bull market, the Bitcoin price haven't even reached the negative 5,000 for more than that. So you can see that here for the 2019, the Bitcoin moved sideways for about 2 months and 3 months. When it break above that, it also moved sideways until 2019 May. So already the Bitcoin price already pumped for the half year. So we can see that the Bitcoin is still able to pump back in the continuous pump for the more than 30%. So we can see here 5 continue pump for about continue pump for about 50 to 80%, even 100% here. So this is a very bullish signal for here because when we go back down to the zero line on the 1 week chart, this is a very good indicator that Bitcoin will become an uptrend, even an echo bubble. So I don't think that the bull market will back here. So we might see future. So let's see on the KDJ here. So and the KDJ on the 1 week chart, you can clearly see that currently it's a moving down uptrend. It's very bullish for us. Zero line is the middle here, 62. So it's still got a lot of chance to going up. Like for the last time also here, similar with here 44k. So it might go to 69k. So for me, quite bullish. 5-day chart, same, still got opportunity. 3-day chart, same. 2-day. Okay, so today you can see that there will be some cross in the near future. So it might seem that it might some retracement. So for the 1-day chart, currently it already make some golden cross here, which means that there will be some weak rejection. Maybe we will move downward a bit around 19k. So the KDJ will correct itself, maybe go back down to around 50 to 40. So this will be the best opportunity for us to accumulate our back. For the 12 hour also, now moving downward. 6 hour, 4 hour, currently moving a bit outward there. 3 hour also. 2 hour on the below there here, quite good. 1 hour, so 1 hour there might be some, because there's a strong bounce back. There's a strong bounce back around 2 to 3% here, so there will be some golden cross here. 15 minute, same strong bounce back, so very good. Okay, so currently let me make a conclusion for this. So for me, that the conclusion is Bitcoin, same as the previous video, Bitcoin might retrace back to the around 90k, maybe 90,500 or even 90k here to retest that and eventually go back outwards. Because let me see that on the smaller time frame, Bitcoin is a bit bearish, but on the longer time frame for 5 day, 1 week, so we can see that on the 1 week chart, Bitcoin price currently is very bullish. It already break through all the support at the 1 candle and bring back all the attention back to the Bitcoin. And now it's a new year for about 2023 already. So upcoming Chinese New Year, the trader will go back, people will trade, and also the interest rate. I think the interest rate will be rise for more than 2 times. But interest rate for me, because the CPI already 6.5%, so currently it's not that high also. So I think that this year 2023 will be some echo bubble, go back to around 35k, maximum 40k. So this time there will be about when you go back at the 35%, it will be about 70% of gain. So when you buy spot, 70% gain is not that bad. But for me, I will eventually use the inverse perpetual because I accumulate Bitcoin for a lot of time. So when you use the Bitcoin to put in your inverse perpetual, you're able to use the Bitcoin to earn more Bitcoin and sell the Bitcoin at a higher price. So we can earn 2 times the price. So when the Bitcoin don't drop down, you can eventually buy back Bitcoin at the lowest price and act as a collateral to support your margin. So that's what I will do. So I think that there will be a great opportunity for us for 2020 because we know that Bitcoin already moved downward for more than a year, 434 days. There's the longest bear market in the history, even on the 2070 or 2030. So this time, I think it's not different. It's not different for the previous. I think it will be the same as the previous bull market. We will have some echo chamber, echo bubble, go downward a bit. Because I think the bear market haven't finished. So eventually the price will go back down again around 20k. So we might eventually make some profit from here, increase our bet, and prepare for the next greatest bull market after the Bitcoin halving. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.